I hope you guys enjoyed that edit by SplitBlade. I know I put a lot of effort into it, and obviously it turned out great. So I'll leave his YouTube channel if you want to check him out in the description below. Now, as you saw in the video, how the sand comp works is it's essentially an all-in-one sand comp, where it houses your regular sand here, and any other sand basically, so either one-shot regen busting sand, or one-shot sand, or both. So anything sand related, this compartment can hold it. Now, the reason I made this was because I felt like sand comps could be improved, particularly on Cosmic. Because as we know on Cosmic, from what I've heard, carpet comps don't work, so you can only use cobwebs. So as you can see in this sand comp here, we've got cobwebs. Now, this is very nice because not only does it use cobwebs so Cosmic players can use it, but it's also extremely compact. Because we've got 4 lines of sand here, and it's only about 10 wide. So that's almost on par with 4 wide carpet comps, which is really cool. Now the good thing with this compared to other cobweb sand comps, besides obviously that it can house the other sand into it, is that there's no extra sand you need to print in, because this is doing a 4 pulse push method with the pistons. So each pulse is going to push the pistons once. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and these two are the same. So I've got 4 pushes. And that's basically going to push all of your sand into that 1 by 1 there. So this means that we don't need to print any useless 1-tick RC sand, because usual sand comps have something like it's something like this where you've got like the one tick RC sand comp, and you can't just place 1 line of sand like this. You have to print 2, otherwise it won't work. So with this sand comp, you don't need to print this extra layer of sand here, or line of sand I guess, which is really nice. So that's one advantage this has over other cobweb sand comps. The other being that since it doesn't have that extra layer of sand, printing is much easier. So as you can see, there's 4 lines, and they're separated by 1 block. So usually it'd be like this. And from what I've heard, it's much harder to not much harder, I'd just say it's harder to print 2 wide sand rather than say 4 lines of sand. So that's nice. And of course the other thing being that it's extremely compact for holding 4 lines of sand. Because all we need is, we only need to print 4 layers of sand for this to full stack. So if I count that, 256 sand, so it's really good. And especially if you want to do some late order of entities with this, you can do that as well. So this is also very useful for 1 by 1 mid-airs on Cosmic. Now I'm going to tell you guys how it works. So essentially these 2 boosters here, 1, 2, are going to push out all the sand here on the cobwebs. So not this part, just all this sand. Then once the sand gets here, this first booster is going to go off. Sorry, this booster will go off first, pushing all the sand up here into this 1 by 2 sort of area. And this first booster will go off and then push it out. Then after this first booster has gone off, this booster will then go off. And this booster, although it gets spawned here, it'll be pushed to over here. And what's going to happen is this gravel here is going to be in the middle here. And this booster is going to go off, pushing this gravel here. And then this second booster, so we got the first booster, then 2 ticks later we got a second booster. And then that's going to push that out. So that's how I'm able to isolate the sand into different shots. So obviously the sand gets shot out in the first shot of a parallel fusion, then obviously 1-shot sand and gravel for the regen bust gets shot out in the same shot as the hammer, so the second shot. So with 2 ticks of difference I'm able to do that, so it's very nice. The other cool thing as well is that if you really wanted to, you can house everything here. So you can house, obviously, your slide bust here, or your slide bust nuke, whatever. And if you want, you can also house your hammer here as well. Because what's going to happen is, the hammer's going to hit here, and it's going to be fired out on the second shot with this gravel. So technically, you can put everything here, and then just have your power here. So the good thing about, obviously, that is that you can add more things. So if you want to add a second nuke for whatever reason, or a part of an AP to it, or whatever, you've got extra room, which is really nice. The one con with this is that it's pretty slow. I know I was able to get it down to somewhere around 3 seconds, but it was a bit dodgy. I know SplitBlade got it somewhere around there as well, I think. But this definitely works at 4 seconds. It's just below that. It's a bit... we need to adjust some things, but yeah. So that's pretty much the cannon. The schematic will be down below, of course. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the description. Not in the description. In the comments below. Because I'll be doing a Q&A in the next video. So I'll be able to answer all of your questions. As long as it's PG, of course. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And how do I zoom in? I forgot that. No. Damn it. Alright, have a nice day.